Look, we made merch from one of the quotes that you guys liked so much from one of our episodes.
Yes.
Yeah. And right now it's 20% off. And this is the last time we're going to have them in the shop.
Once it's gone, there will be no more. So you better get on that.
So get yours in time for Halloween because the moon is perfect. And it says, read here.
No matter what phase, you're always whole. And this one says the same thing too, but what's really cute about it is that all the O's are little moons and they're in different moon phases. So it's kind of special. Go check it out, guys. There's only a few sizes left, but your size would probably be there. If not, squeeze into one or just wear one to bed.
Yeah. Check it out at bigmoodstore.com.
Listen up.
Hey.
Hello, welcome back to Big Mood. Listen the fuck up. It's Halloween this week.
It's Halloween
this week. And I would like to say we tried.
Effort was made, so acknowledge
Put some
it.
effort in today. All right. And I want you to recognize it. Please acknowledge it in the comments. Thank you. To let us know who did the best job with their costume. But you can't vote for Jess because she did too good of a job. So just don't vote for Jess. But everyone else is up for grabs.
What's in my drink?
Alcohol.
What is that thing?
Oh my god.
Oh god, there's like a hole in there.
What happened?
There's like an amoeba in there.
What happened to you?
No.
Oh,
It's like sugary crumbles.
Oh.
Well, it's like crystallized.
Oh, it's like at the end of the
bottle.
Oh, you ate it?
What if it was glass?
What if it was food? What if it was like
Ew, what if it was like leftover macaroni that was just like stuck to the wine glass from the dishwasher?
It's like
I hand washed
it's
it?
like white people boba.
Sugar crystal.
Oh my god.
It didn't taste like anything. It just
It's funny.
could be sugar. Could
Okay,
be
well, I
glass.
guess you're drinking a disgusting piece of wine.
Oh, I got some too.
Oh,
All
What
right.
is this bottle
So
of
it's from the
wine?
bottle, yeah.
Does it say anything?
This is Watchkeeper.
Yeah, look at how interesting this label is too.
Oh, it
I
does
feel
look
like
pretty
it's
cool.
pretty
YOLO County. That is whack. Okay.
Yeah.
YOLO.
YOLO
let's
County.
introduce
That's a
our
county. Okay,
yeah.
costumes and people.
Sorry.
let's
Anyway.
introduce ourselves and our costumes. Go ahead, Gina.
Oh, I'm fucking where the hell is
She's Steve Jobs, Queen of Hearts.
Steve Jobs, Queen of Hearts. I forgot to bring a costume, so Tiff gave me this, and I just ran with it. So
Yeah.
We're gonna
you did
have a-
really good with the makeup.
Yeah.
we're gonna have a keynote presentation at my next meeting at the throne. So you better behave.
Ooh.
Oh, wonderful. I like that.
Stop. I would like to give a shout out to Lake Avenue who sent me costumes 3 years ago.
Lake
I
Avenue.
never
3 years ago?
leave my house. I don't leave my house, and I'm finally getting to wear it. So, meow.
You're
I'm
a pretty
Nikki.
little kitty.
Yeah.
Nikki Limo Kitty.
Nikki, pretty kitty.
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 Pretty kitty. Can I pet your kitty?
No.
Sorry.
I hate that
Little
whenever
too much.
I hate that
Yeah,
whenever
your voice does not match your
know.
look right now.
I hate that whenever you post a picture of a cat or you dress up as a cat, some old gross guy's like, I love your pussy.
Yeah.
And then like you
wow,
comment,
original.
Yeah, so original. And then you're like, ew, you're gross. He goes, I was talking about your cat, man. Oh, you calm down. Shut up.
Oh, jeez.
Go get
Hey,
some Rogan.
dad guy. Not my dad.
dad guy.
Old plate. What about you, Jess?
I am a dead punk rocker.
She just took her inner soul and put
I
it
took
on the
my inner soul and put it on the outside. So I remembered that I had my old vest. This is one of the only things I've kept with me for longer than a decade because I'm the type of person that throws shit away all the time. So this is from when I graduated high school.
Whoa.
And I was like a kind of a gutter punk. This is the newest one I have actually because it's still clean. This is like the last one that I ever made. It didn't make
would
any
have made
big
friends.
Cool.
Yeah, I made this. I have all.
Turn
I
around.
put on all of the. Sorry, I don't want to hit the mic, but yeah.
I did that with my Dickies jacket. We totally would have been
That's sick.
friends.
What the hell? That's so
Careful.
cool.
Oh, careful.
You didn't even do the iron on. You did like actually stitched it.
Wait. Let me see. Oh, is it it's safety pins?
That's
She
rad.
Safety pinned it.
Ah, tight.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
dangerous.
safety pinned it in, and I
When
put
the
in all
mom
the
in me
little.
comes out.
I sewed these little patches, this
How'd
patch,
you do
and
the
this
studs?
patch.
They
when
used
you,
to sell them at like
when you
stores.
when you buy them, they're like two little prongs, and
And
then
you
you have
stick
to
'em in.
poke it through
Yeah,
and then fold
fold it in.
them.
Oh, I see.
So yeah. So yeah, I have this. I remembered I have it. It barely fits me. I'm like fucking a fat old lady now. But my 18-year-old self wore this all the time, and I thought, yeah, I've been in the mood, the punk rock mood, because it's Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm listening to AFI and Misfits again.
Oh,
And,
I forgot they existed.
Miss Murder. So good.
That's like kind of old. That's like later AFI. No one likes that one.
Oh,
I'm just
I
kidding.
love that
Just
song.
kidding.
That's the one song I know from them. That's a good
But
song.
yeah, no, I used to be like more hardcore punk, so I would never admit that I listened to AFI. So
Yeah.
now that I'm an adult,
Yeah,
I
AFI
would
was
admit
kinda
that I
lame.
listen to AFI. But yeah.
One song.
For the hardcore.
Yeah.
people.
So
Yeah.
anyway, so yes,
Not that
this
they
is
were
me. This is the inside of me, even though I don't look like this on a normal basis. But you're seeing the real me right now.
Yeah.
Aw, I
feel
love
like
that.
it's the most authentic you've been.
This
on
is the most
show.
authentic I've ever been in front of
Yeah.
people.
Love that.
You look like a yeehaw southern girl.
Bring the hat back here. And then me, I am Tiff, and I'm Minnie Mouse, an accidental Minnie Mouse.
Yes.
Because I recently purchased this red skirt, which was supposed to be burgundy, but it came out pretty bright
It's
red.
pretty red.
Yeah, it's like bright red. And then I also purchased this shirt. It's a maternity shirt. Feel it, it's fucking soft. And then
Oh, yeah.
it also stretches like crazy. And
so you can get as fat as you want.
yeah, exactly. And it's like just really comfy. So anyway, I purchased both of these items. They came in the same day, and I love like immediately opening my packages. Sometimes when I order things, I'm like, oh my God, presents. And then
Yeah, me too. Try it all on at once.
yeah, exactly. And so I try on everything. I'm like, okay, cool. It fit me and all this stuff. And then I was like, oh, I wonder what it will look like if I tuck it in. So I tucked in my black shirt like under this red skirt. And then I was like, I started cracking up because I'm like, I look like Minnie Mouse. So then I pulled out my little ears and I'm like, cool, I got my Halloween costume.
It's
They're
cute.
fixed.
So basically, you can't wear these together, but
I know.
still really cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still really cute.
Or at
It
least
works
like a
out.
different kind of shirt, maybe like a different black shirt. Because I was asking the girls
I don't know about
too.
the black with that red.
I was like, what do I wear with this skirt? I feel like I kind of regret buying the skirt now
I
because
don't know.
can't
Maybe if
wear
you
with
went
anything.
white or a different color.
I put white on and it
Oh.
looked like Christmas.
Oh,
So I'm like, shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
for Christmas is coming up right after Halloween. It's
Yeah.
immediately
Yeah.
Christmas.
I guess you just got to keep this for your
Immediately.
holiday outfits.
I know, and that's it. But yeah. Oh, and then Nikki let me borrow her beautiful
Pearl
necklace.
necklace.
Those are real freshwater pearls.
There we go.
So cool.
It's really pretty.
Thank
so pretty. I
you.
love
You
it.
look so cute and like
You
a,
look
like
so
a cute
cute.
little mom.
Thanks.
And you did so good with your makeup. I'm
Yes.
very impressed.
Thanks. I did it really fast.
So listen, I am this much into
drunk.
wine. Okay.
That's
This
not your
is
first glass.
empty. And Gina and I shared it, but I feel like I got the majority of it. I like skimped some more off the top. Anyway,
I have a white Russian. by
Jess
the way.
and I were watching
I have
videos
nothing.
together because she showed up a day early at my house because she was really scared of thunderstorms. So she had to like reschedule her flight and come early.
Okay, you know what? Why do you have to throw me under the bus?
She did. She texted us at 3 a.m. to tell us this.
Yeah, I saw
Thunderstorms
that.
are
I was
scary.
supposed to fly in on a Friday, okay, and it was supposed to be thunderstorming all day. I'm like, they're not going to take off in a
But
thunderstorm.
really, she just wanted to come visit.
I just
me
wanted to
early.
see you
Okay.
early. Yeah.
She just
No,
wanted
no,
to
no.
see me
She's
early.
terrified. That's the thing. That's the truth. She doesn't want people to know.
Yeah. I was terrified of flying and with thunderstorms coming.
Yeah. So we had this extra night and we watched like the history of Halloween. We watched so many videos
watched
on
a
like
bunch.
because there's conflicting histories. Okay, the Christians tell you one thing, and then other people, the History Channel tells you another thing.
You know what's
And
funny
We try to
is-
piece together information here.
How like defensive and pissed off the Christian anti-Halloween videos are.
Really?
Yeah.
They're so mad.
Like on YouTube, like there's this one girl, she sounds super young too, and she's like, yeah, it's the devil's holiday, like how dare you
And basically, if you celebrate Halloween, even if you don't call it that, even if you're like, no, I don't celebrate Halloween, I celebrate fall
Harvest. Yeah.
day with my
God.
church, you're still celebrating Halloween.
yeah,
and
she's
you're
like, this is
still-
an affront to God, and
You
we were just
still
sitting
gave
there
your
like,
soul to the devil.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Turn
And
down
you
the
need to
live, laugh,
repent.
love, lady.
It was funny watching that though, because then when we did watch more of the historically fact-based videos, they were saying like the
Christians
meaning of
stole
stuff
it.
was, but the meaning of all the things that she's saying are so anti-God. Is that like that's not how it originally was meant to be? So it's like so twisted.
So we did some detective work and we want to set the
Yes.
record straight, but also we had drinks. So we don't know how accurate it is going to be, but you can,
I'm the only
you can
sober one
take
here.
what you want. And
But I can
that's
act drunk.
all we have to give.
Hey,
I'll
wasn't
act
there
drunk
one-
with you guys.
Wasn't
No,
there
don't
one?
act drunk. You have a baby in you.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
bad.
could just pretend.
gonna clip that.
I'm literally explicitly saying, I'll pretend.
No, you don't need
She
to-
won't
we
even
don't
have
need it.
caffeine.
We
This
don't need
lady.
it.
I really won't.
She sniffed my coffee this morning like a
did.
weirdo.
It's the only way I could get a
she wanted to remember the old life.
Honestly, I enjoy smelling coffee more than drinking anyway.
It
but-
smells good. Yeah.
What?
Wasn't there a story about Halloween being something marriage was illegal and he secretly married people and that's
Excuse me?
No, that's Valentine's Day.
No.
Oh, it's sorry.
Get out of
But
here.
you know what is interesting? We did find
Queen
there
of
are-
Hearts wants to talk about Valentine's Day. Yeah, get your own holiday.
We're trying to kid on our shit.
Our
No,
shit.
there are
Whoops.
some like marriage related activities that did coincide, but we can get to that.
Oh,
later.
cool.
Remember? There were some of the couple picking, or were you already sleepy at that point?
Oh yeah,
Like
I
the
remember
apple
now.
pick, the
Yeah.
apple bobbing for apples.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and the hazelnut thing. Okay. Anyways.
Okay,
How
we'll
do
get
we
there.
want to start?
Okay, I want to start with what we could kind of decipher from how Halloween originated, and the reason it's so kind of blurry is because they had to like read hieroglyphics and like found maps to like piece together what happened.
This is some old ass shit.
So people are like, they have different versions, but it's kind of the same. So I'm just going to tell you like the gist of it. Okay. So basically it started, oh, excuse me. Started with the Celtics.
The basketball team.
Boston Celtics.
They
the
threw
Boston
a couple-
Celtics. Celtics.
Thank you.
Those are my people.
Why do they spell it that way?
I don't know.
With the
They
C?
want to throw me off?
Yeah.
Pronounced differently.
Yeah, but they spell anyway.
The Celtics.
The Celtics.
They stole the name
Excuse
from the
me.
basketball players.
Yeah, they stole it. They appropriated it.
What are Celtics? Aren't they getting it from Celtics?
I don't know.
Right?
Hey, we are not
We don't know
basketball
who came first, okay? Because we're just reading maps.
Yeah, so then why do they pronounce it Celtics?
And aren't they green? Isn't there?
Yeah, there's an Irishman in there.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah,
They're just
so
saying
they
it
should be
wrong.
the Celtics. Well, listen, we're an American basketball team, so we're just gonna mess up everyone's culture. Okay, and just expect
That
that,
is very
and
American.
that's who we are. So it started with the Celtics, and a lot of people don't know this. They think the Celtics are all just one big like organized culture. There were so many subcultures in this culture. It's like people that know Spanish. It's like they're not all Mexican, okay?
Yeah.
They got Puerto Ricans, you got
Salvadorians,
Cubans, you got
Guatemalans, everyone.
It's different types of Spanish wherever you go. They're just all a conquered people, you know? So the Celtics were a bunch of different cultures, but they all kind of celebrated this one holiday in a similar fashion, and that was Samhain. Samhain?
Samhain? Yeah, it's spelled Sam Hain.
Yeah,
My whole life I
spelled
thought it was
Sam
Sam
Hain.
Oh,
Hain.
dude, their language is crazy to read.
Yeah.
Insane.
We thought the people narrating the videos were drunk at first, like,
And then
did
they all kept saying Samhain. So we were like, okay, I guess it's Samhain.
Samhain.
Not
All right.
Sam Hain. Okay.
But spelled, if you're trying to Google it.
Wait, so how'd you hear
Spelled
about
Sam
this?
Hain.
Because you knew your whole life.
What?
You said your whole life you thought it was Sam Hain. So I'm like, what did you learn about this?
There's a band called Sam Hain.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it.
Fits.
Though.
there you go. There's the jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, so Samhain.
Samhain.
So they
Saruman.
celebrated. No,
Samhain.
you get out of here. Queen of Hearts, shut the fuck up. So Samhain, and this season was basically it meant summer's end.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Samhain
summer
means
wane,
end of summer.
End. Okay, summer's end. But they believed that during this time, and I think this too, is that this time of year is when the veil between our world and the dead world, the spirit world, is the thinnest. So spirits and other beings could cross into our dimension.
Good ones and bad.
Good ones and bad ones at this
it's like
time.
a wormhole, like a door open.
Yeah. So two things were going on. One, they were collecting the harvest from the summer. And so they drank a lot of beer, like a fuck ton of beer, because they didn't have refrigeration back then. So they're like, we have all this leftover mead, so we just got to drink it all in this 1 week.
Shit ton of beer.
Yeah. So they were very drunk, and that's probably why they saw
Drunken Irish.
a lot more spirits too.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Their eyes are all blurry.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, they're like, oh, that's how it goes. Just my grandma. Hey.
That's my grandma.
Hey. Oi.
Oh,
So they're celebrating the harvest, and then they're also kind of welcoming their ancestors back during this time as like a time to celebrate back with the living again. But also they didn't like the bad spirits. So some people would dress up in masks and masquerade themselves, such as this lovely lady over here, who you wouldn't know is a lovely lady because she's masked up.
why did I wear this mask? So is it because I love demons?
No, it's because she didn't want them to fuck with her.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, if I dress like them, they'll leave me alone.
Yeah.
Or I can scare them away. So some people had that tactic, and then other people had the tactic of like nicety, where they would like offer They're like, please don't harm us. Here, take my fruitcakes and my Irish muffin.
Yeah, Irish muffin.
Soda bread.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try one of those, like, you know how like in cartoons they always say those Christmas fruitcakes are always such garbage.
Yeah.
I always wanted to
You never
try
tried
one.
one?
Oh, they're
No.
yeah,
They
we
are
made
garbage.
one.
they're
The one
pretty
we
bad.
made was pretty bomb, but also I'll eat anything. I'm trash.
Yeah.
So if you're drunk, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Any type of cake is good.
That's why
when
you need
you're drunk.
egg. Oh wait,
Eggnog.
I was like, wait, wrong holiday.
Well, the fruitcake is that holiday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, then I wasn't wrong. What the fuck happened in my brain? Maybe I am.
But like some of them would offer fruitcakes, so I don't know. You know,
Okay,
I don't
that's why I
know.
got confused. Okay, there we go.
So they would offer
Soul
them
cakes.
something, soul cakes, things from their so like their respective harvests, little things, apples even. They had
If
apples.
I come back from the dead and I'm visiting my family and they give me fucking apples,
no.
I'm killing everyone.
No, they're welcoming you to come party. They're
With apples?
No, they're giving apples to the fucking demons.
Oh, okay.
They're like, leave us alone, demon. Have this apple.
And you're getting candy
Yeah,
to make you happy.
You're getting mead and beer.
Oh, I like that.
You
Okay.
get a seat at the table. They would like set an empty
Yes.
seat at the table
That's
of the
right.
celebration and like have like the little, wine glass and the plate and everything all set out. Kind of like
Well, no
Santa
wonder the
Claus.
demons are so angry if you're giving them fucking apples.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they really
apples
care
are
about
good.
that.
Why are you hating on apples?
Yeah, Satan gave us apples. Don't you remember the Adam and
snake?
Eve story? That he gave us apples. They like them. I don't know.
Something about apples. People are obsessed
They
with
like
apples.
apples.
Apple
It's part
a
of their
day
culture.
keeps the doctor and demons away.
You don't like them because you're not a demon. Maybe. Right? That's the one sign that you've shown that you're not.
Oh my god, is that why the demon from Death Note loves apples?
See?
Oh.
They like them. They love apples. Throw an apple at a demon. An apple a day keeps the demon away.
Yeah.
Okay, so they set the table and they were
We have to
like,
sage this place when we're
Yeah.
so I got the, oh my
The
god,
veil-
candles are almost gone.
I know. I looked
Mickey-
over. I was like, "Holy crap!" they're
Mickey
gone.
just lit these before
We're
we
outta
started.
here.
Those should be like hours long.
Yeah,
I think
there's
it's the
supposed to be no
AC.
drip too, but there's a lot of drip.
You would never
Look
work
at that one. Is
more,
like
more drip to the Met Gala.
not made for Hanukkah at all.
I know.
Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, so they're celebrating.
Wait, I had a question before
What?
we moved on. Because
Yeah.
you're talking about they have an empty seat at the table for ghosts that they like. Like
for their ancestors.
Yeah, for their ancestors.
Okay, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
that because I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, that sounds like the
It
other
does.
one's
Right,
mythos.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of
Yes.
these holidays originated. Okay, so started with the Celtics over here in Ireland. Like it was actually it's a big, massive land. It's not
Yeah.
just Ireland. It's like a lot of the UK,
Europe.
like a lot of Europe was
yeah.
this area. And so so they're like, you got pagans, you got druids. There's a
I've
lot of
never heard of
different
druid.
groups in
It's a video
this-
game thing. What? Druids are a real thing?
Yeah, they're part of the Celtics.
Oh, that's sick.
So they're like, that's
The Romans too,
This is
right?
like the tree. The umbrella is the Celtics, but like inside it, you got the pagans, the druids.
know that.
No, the Romans came in and tried to take over. So they're all having a good time for centuries. Like the Celtics doing this little festival they do, celebrating the fall. And basically, this is the time where it splits the light year and the dark year.
Yeah.
there's
'cause
like
you know how summer is so long and
spring and
bright.
summer is
Yeah.
like bright and things are growing and blossoming, and then comes the fall and the winter where things are dying and they're dark and there's less sunlight during the day. And so this was just honoring like a change of seasons. It's honoring death, but like not just death as in things die, but like the rebirth process. You know, things die and then new things grow from the death.
Like
So
there's also like a contemplative period, like like you do a lot during the summer, but then in the winter, like a lot of
Yeah.
things die. You kind of
hibernate,
hibernate and
you
contemplate.
stay
Yeah,
with
that's what we call
family.
depression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah,
That's where they had all the mead, you know? So, so there were some animal sacrifices involved, but it was like mostly to keep the demons away.
there's just a couple of
there's,
little
like,
animal
What's the
sacrifices.
difference between that and like
We went from-
eating a burger? Okay, there's no difference.
We went from,
Except
we give them apples and then we sacrifice some animals.
sacrifice a lamb or whatever. Okay, but
What
then
do
it was
they do
just-
with these animals? Do they eat them?
I think they burned them.
Yeah, they gave them to they left them out, and then whatever was left, they probably threw it in the fire. fire. Whatever the demons didn't want to eat.
I see.
Because they're really full on apples.
God, they waste so much food.
Yeah.
Apples are kind of filling. There's a lot of sugar.
Oh,
in
and it
them.
was also said that like the more you gave during this period, like the offerings that you gave, some people were kind of stingy with their gifts, so you would have bad karma in your following harvest. Like if you gave more and you offered more, then
you'd have better luck.
Yeah, exactly. Like because they'd grant you. They'd be like, oh shit, they hooked us up last year.
They're
Like,
willing to
We'll leave
sacrifice.
their farm alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
damn.
demons are like, you broke bitch.
Yeah.
Honk the shit out of you. That's so crazy how like the act of offering to the dead has been around for so long across so many cultures.
So
Vietnamese
many
people do
cultures,
it.
yeah.
Chinese people do it. Mexican
Yeah.
people do it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, first, let's take a little break real quick and talk about our sponsor because they are what makes this show happen. This is Stitch Fix, you guys. We love Stitch Fix. Your style isn't one size fits all. It's all about what suits your body and what suits the moment. So why not stop and shop at a store that is personalized to your size and style? Now they're introducing Stitch Fix Freestyle, a shop built just for you. Stitch Fix Freestyle is your trusted style destination where you can discover and instantly buy curated items based on your style, likes, and lifestyle. Don't laugh. I know.
Yeah, look at her.
Creepy looks.
Yeah, Gina's being really fucking creepy, and also I'm like super happy about Stitch Fix. And whether you're looking for a brand you love or to try a new one, with Stitch Fix Freestyle, you can shop a range of over 1,000 brands personalized to your size and fit. With styles for workouts to workwear, for lounging around the house, or for a night out, Stitch Fix Freestyle has clothes for any occasion. And there's no subscription required. They offer free shipping, returns, and exchanges. Get started today by filling out your style quiz at stitchfix.com/mood. That's stitchfix.com/mood to try Stitch Fix Freestyle. stitchfix.com/mood.
Hey, do your teeth look like they're throwing up gang signs?
Yes.
Well, I have a solution
Yeah,
for
hers
you.
Can you help me?
Her outer teeth do.
I just think it's ridiculous that human teeth, they're just like, there's a huge flaw here. This teeth falls out and it never grows back. Like, it's just dumb.
Isn't it weird you could see our bones?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they're outside bones on the inside.
Have you guys seen the x-ray of children?
What?
Their mouths?
Oh yeah, their other layer of teeth above.
It's up there. It's
Ew.
the
Oh, yeah.
gnarliest thing.
Ew.
Anyways, if you got messed up teeth, I got a solution for you, buddy. It's called Candid. Thousands of people have used Candid, the clear, comfortable, removable, and practically invisible aligners to help straighten their teeth, and now they love their smile. How am I doing this drunk? I wish I had this when I was younger because I had braces.
Yeah.
And braces suck. And I didn't just have normal braces. I had headgear.
Oh, shit.
I was getting radio
Nerds.
signals. Yeah. it was
Radio
awful.
signals.
Yeah. And like getting it tightened all the time sucks. And I wish I had the clear aligners back then. But, you know, life sucks. Your treatment is prescribed and closely monitored remotely by the same licensed orthodontist from start to finish. And while other companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists who are experts in tooth movement. You can book an appointment at a Candid studio near you or do everything from the comfort and convenience of your own home. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months and you'll start seeing results way before then. And it costs thousands less than traditional braces. I know mine cost like $4,000.
Yeah, mine were 5.
Oof. And with your aligner treatment, you'll get Candid's teeth whitening for free. Candid can help you get the straighter, brighter smile you've always wanted. Right now, you can save $75 on Candid Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/mood and use code MOOD. That's candidco.com/mood, code MOOD. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/mood, code MOOD.
Okay, so back to Samhain. All right, so Samhain started on October 31st. I forgot to mention that, but you know, it was like a festival, so like it's happening
implied.
during this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some of the other festivities that they did, because I think it's kind of crazy that we still have a lot of the same things. Like we still do kind of the same things, and this was like before Jesus. This was like way long time ago. Like this was like way, I don't even know how long ago, but like close to the dinosaurs probably. And we still do these. So one of the
Not even.
one of the ones, don't pop my historical cherry, Jess. Okay.
Sorry.
So one of the things they did was bobbing for apples, which you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I did read
Wait, there was a hazelnut one, and there was a bobbing for apples one.
Well, so there were some like marriage things that were kind of I don't know why it was attached to this. We missed that part, but the bobbing for apples thing was, I think, way later.
Okay.
That was like more of a modern history type of thing. But the bobbing for apples thing was the men would write their name on the apples, or no, the women would write their name on the apples, and then the men of like the town or whatever would go like bobbing for the apples, and like they would pick the one, and like that was supposed to be your partner, like that's who you were supposed to marry or something like crazy like that.
Oh, they did another thing that I wanted
damn.
Jess to do.
Oh yeah, the apple
So
thing.
they take an apple and they, you know how they peel an apple and it can go all the way around, like the peel can
Like
be one long
nonstop.
string thing.
Yeah, with the-
Okay, so they would single people would
Like
take
single
this
women
peel,
like
single
myself.
women would take the peel and they would throw it over their shoulder, and whatever shape letter the apple peel landed in was the
Oh.
initial of the person that you were going to be with.
That's fun.
That's
yeah.
cool.
I was like, we need to get some apples.
Yeah.
I want to see it form a letter. And I want to
Watch,
watch.
it doesn't look like, it's just like a long line.
Yeah.
Like sideways, like a
Somehow
dash.
just-
It's
Dash.
straight.
Yeah.
It just
nothing.
says,
Yeah.
it just
A
says
flat
no.
A flat line. Oh, it drops in the letter in the shape no.
It's like
Or
a
it actually
cursive.
just evaporates.
Yeah, it's gone.
There's like, where'd it go? There's no peel.
Oh, so yeah, they did that, and then they had a hazelnut, or was it chestnut?
I don't know.
Hazelnut?
I think
a
the-
hazelnut thing.
I forgot.
Listen, it was some kind of.
I think we're mixing a little
It
bit
came
of the
from a
more
tree.
modern things with some of the
picture a
ancient
tree.
things.
It's that tree, and that nut that comes. These nuts.
Okay, Nikki, let's move on.
Okay, and they would carve letters.
Okay, so let's get into how, wasn't it the Romans that
wait, another tradition.
what tradition?
That you may recall you yourself doing is the jack-o'-lantern tradition.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, that was started with the Celtics.
There's
You
no
need
more.
Oh, she thought you were. She thought you wanted a cheers. She was just asking for wine.
Sometimes I think I have friends, but
That's like someone.
just want
That's like
things.
someone waving at you, and then they weren't actually waving at you.
it's okay. I just take everything I own.
I hope that was very awkward for you. I hope you think about it.
It was
every night
awkward for
before
me.
you go to bed.
That's why I drink.
I was just thinking how it's bad luck to cheers an empty cup. I'm like,
It's not empty.
No, hers.
yet. Oh.
It's not a
cheersed
cheers.
Give
She
me my
wasn't
luck
cheersing.
back.
Cute.
Shit. Okay, so the jack-o'-lantern. Do you guys know how the jack-o'-lantern thing
I
started? I
think
know
I-
Jess does, but
I
you guys?
don't know.
Okay, so there's this dude named Jack, and he had a farm.
He got on a boat.
He had a farm.
Jack
Huge
of the
boat.
Lantern.
Okay, yeah,
His name was
Jack of the Lantern.
Jacqueline.
Jack
But his,
of the
his
Lantern.
name was Jack, though, before he was Jack of the Lantern.
Jack O'Lynn.
No, it was
Tiff.
just Jack. Get out of here, Minnie Mouse.
Whatever he identifies at, I can accept it.
It's
I
not
support it.
Jacqueline. It's just Jack. Okay, stop.
I'm getting very angry. It's not Jacqueline.
Don't insult her people. This guy was very famous because one, he was kind of an asshole.
Bad
So
guy.
he was like a drunk asshole. He was like that dude that you're like, ugh, this guy, fuck.
fuck
and then
that
you're
guy.
like, he's always around like being a dick. And so like the townspeople didn't really like him that much. But what happened was he was like tending to his farm or something, and he was coming back to his farm, and the devil was there. And
The devil had heard of this guy. That's
yeah,
how
the devil
bad
was
he
like, we gotta take this guy
He's like,
out.
fuck this guy.
So the devil goes and fucking goes
The
crazy
devil
and
went
burns
down to
people.
Georgia.
The devil was like, I gotta take this guy to hell because he's
Yeah.
a asshole. He's a piece of shit.
Is that where that song comes from?
No.
Oh.
Whoa, how much?
This
of
was
an
not in
asshole is he?
Georgia. This was still in Europe.
just
What do you do?
You know, he'd get drunk and he'd fight people and he'd just be a dick and
He
like.
just sounds like a frat boy.
Yeah, exactly. So
Satan
he's
comes
gonna go
for
to hell. You're like, go to hell, frat boy. And this guy actually was going.
And the
on his way to
devil
hell.
was like, where's
Oh, you
Jack?
actually look like yes, he's
scared.
like, I've come for Jack. And so
I've come for Jack.
He's on his path and the devil's there and he's like, hey Jack, what's up?
Time to go, bitch.
We're going to hell. And
Hit
Jack
the
was like,
road,
wait,
Jack.
I get it. He's like, yeah, I suck. But can I just ask for one last request? And the devil's like, okay, what is it? And Jack's like, can I just have one more drink? Like just one more drink before we go to hell. Just like one last drink. And then I was like, fuck, okay, sure. I'll go with you. I'll have a drink with you. So they go back to the bar and they both have a drink. They're sitting at the bar. They're both having a drink. And Jack finishes his drink and the devil's like, all right, it's time to go. And the bartender gives them the bill. And Jack is like, hey, this is kind of weird, but I know you're in a weird shit, devil. Why don't you turn yourself into a coin and pay the bill like with yourself?
This one's not the one I heard.
Oh, so this is the one we saw.
There's a couple different stories.
There's a couple different stories. Okay,
He tricks the devil, basically.
Yeah, he tricks. Well, this is the one I saw. So the devil's like, that's fucking weird, but okay. And he turns himself into a coin, and Jack's like, ha ha. He takes the coin, he puts it in his pocket. He's like, I got you, devil. You're trapped. And the devil's like, ah, fuck.
Can he just like untransform himself in the pocket?
Yeah, the story doesn't make sense.
I know, but he
The way
traps
it
the
was
devil
told.
somehow, okay? And so then he
traps him in a
makes
tree
deal.
another time.
Well, that's the second time.
Yeah.
So he makes a deal with the devil, and he's like,
Stop making so much noise.
they don't like us talking about the devil. Okay. So he makes a deal with the devil. He's like, hey, devil, I'll let you be devil again, not a coin, if you let me live another year. And the devil's like, fucking fine. And so he's like, all right. And he lets him out of the pocket. And the devil's like, I'm coming back in a year. I'm going to get you. And he's like, whatever. And then devil goes away. Jack's like, la-di-da, being a fucking dick as always for a year. And then he totally forgets. And it's been a year and he's on
How
his
do
way
you
home.
forget? It's fine. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah. And he runs the devil again. He's like,
He's a
ah, shit,
shithead.
it's been a year.
That's how.
So the devil's like, I've come for you, Jack. Let's go. And so Jack's like, wait. One more request. Could I just have one more request? And devil's like, okay. He's like, can you just give me that apple off the tree? Because, you know, they fucking like apples. Devils can't resist apples. So devil's like, okay. And he goes and gets the apple. And Jack puts a bunch of crucifixes all around the tree. He's like, I trapped you again. And the devil's so mad. He's like, got trapped again.
He's like, oh darn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to want to like just, if I ever went to hell, I'm going to bang the devil because I feel like he'd be hot. But at this point, I feel like I'll just bully
Kind
him.
of a
Little
pussy,
bitch,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, like, why are you really, Satan? You're that dumb.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
like, I don't know.
Well, the story may not have been brought down properly because
Yeah.
I too
Like,
was
why
like,
is
how is
there-
the devil so weak?
And also,
Yeah.
why is there a crucifix to this before Jesus? But okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, the story
true.
He just went with whatever shape he
Yeah.
came up with.
Yeah,
That might work.
This is just a story, just like whatever.
It's stupid,
but
yeah.
this is how it happened. And he traps the devil again, and the devil's like, "Oh, let's make another deal." So Jack is like, "Okay, I'm gonna let you out, but I don't ever want to go to hell. Like, you can't ever take me to hell." And so the devil's like, fucking fine, I don't even want to see your face again. Go away. Yeah, deal. And so he goes to hell, and eventually Jack lives his life, and he does die. He is an alcoholic dick face, and he dies. And he goes to heaven, and heaven's like, fuck no. No. Like, you can't come here.
No.
Hell no. And so they send him down to hell. And the devil's like, oh, but we made a deal. Can't come here. So
So he wanders the earth.
he wanders the earth with a lantern, and he's the Jack of the lantern.
The devil gave him the devil.
The
like,
guy from
threw
Animal
an ash at
Crossing?
him.
I
What?
guess.
Yeah, on Halloween in Animal
I
Crossing
didn't
they
go
do
Animal
events.
Crossing
And then there's a Jack, and then like he has a jack-o'-lantern head, like a pumpkin head.
Yeah.
And then he has a robe, and then he has a lantern.
Yeah, if you see a
Probably,
light
yeah.
wandering through the night during Halloween, that's the Jack of the Lantern.
But it was like a turnip.
Yeah,
back-
so
back in
then
the
what
day.
they do is to make lanterns, they would take turnips and they would carve a face in it because that was like the Jack of the Lantern. But then during the massive immigration, when all of the Irish people came to America, they came to America and they brought a lot of their cultures with them, but like all these things that they do. But then they saw when they were making the Jack of the Lanterns, there wasn't a lot of turnips, but there was a lot of pumpkins, and they were like, oh shit, these actually
works
work
better.
way better. Yeah, these like make huge faces. So they started doing them with pumpkins instead.
Interesting.
That's adorable.
Right?
But basically, I wanted to get to the part where I think it was the Romans that were also kind of doing this shit. But then the Roman emperor decided to go with Christianity, and so they were basically trying to take over Halloween. Like the Catholics or whatever basically wanted to like.
So then they're like, oh, y'all celebrate spirits on November 1st. Well, we're going to celebrate saints instead. So it's called All Saints Day now, not your spirit thing that you were doing
well, they wanted them to join their religion, so they let them keep some of their
so they
stuff.
didn't want to suppress.
Are you okay?
yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're okay because you were rubbing
Oh yeah,
your
I'm
tummy.
okay. My tailbone's really killing me.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
right.
I've been sitting too much.
Baby. Okay, so yeah, the Romans, they were like, okay, we want these people to convert, but we don't want to piss them off. Like, we'll let them keep their culture because that's they'll be more likely to want to convert if we let them kind of keep their thing that they've been doing. Let's just like make it more Christian though. So instead of them celebrating like soul, like like spirits, like they're celebrating saints. They're still dead people, but they're Christian dead people.
Yeah, they're
that
good,
became saints.
Your culture's cool and all, but make it more us.
Like, like, how can we make it more us?
Right.
Yeah.
And so they were like, all right, we still get to do the like mask thing and like the bobbing for apples and, you know, like dancing around a fire. And they're like, yeah. Just like celebrate saints though. And they're like, oh, okay, that's a good deal.
What
That's
saints did they
November
celebrate?
1st?
Yeah. So now November 1st is called All Saints Day and November 2nd is called All Souls Day, which I can't remember what that was. Like why.
Isn't it? Are you talking? Because this sounds just like Day of the Dead stuff.
Right,
It
that's
is.
the Catholics.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
that's how the
remember they-
Catholics kind of took over.
Because the Spaniards took
why you
over
guys have-
Mexico.
Yeah. 'Cause
And they
then-
brought the same type of jam
I see.
over there. But they
'Cause I'm-
wanted to emphasize more of like their shit
I see.
as opposed to like this Celtic stuff.
Did you read anything?
Yeah,
on-
so I've been like, knowing that we're gonna do this, I'm like, wait, I know nothing of my own culture, and every year I always say like, I gotta research this shit, and I still didn't do a full dive, but because I some of the stuff that I read, I was like, wait, that sounds like the stuff that I read.
Yeah.
But pretty much what I did learn about Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is that on All Souls Day, it's because they are, they're actually like inviting their ancestors to come and spend the day. So that's the day that like there's a lot of like offerings too. And it actually came from the practices of the Aztecs. And so they believed that there were different afterlives that existed and it depended on how people died. And so one of these afterlives, the final destination for those who died of natural causes, was called Mictlan. And it was ruled by this one goddess who was often represented by a skull. And so then the Aztecs believed that in order to reach Mictlan, souls had to complete a crazy journey. And so that they would leave offerings to help these souls complete that journey to get to the final destination. And so there were also like several Aztec holidays that involved other rituals to honor the deceased, but that's pretty much like what Day of the Dead or like All Souls Day is really honoring, is just like their ancestors and celebrating. And it's a lighthearted day too, where it's not like the Americanized version of Halloween. It's like, oh my gosh, it's scary, it's spooky, it's like souls, like spirits are something to be feared. But in Mexican culture, it's very celebrated, and it's like you get to have fun and be joyous, and you're just having a grand old time with your ancestors. And that's why there's a lot of food involved. A lot of
Is it
drinking.
really that light and happy? Because I watched the movie and I cried my eyes out. Okay.
dude, what movie?
Coco.
Oh, I still haven't seen Coco.
Oh, you gotta see it.
You've
Okay.
never taken an airplane?
Girl.
I mean, yeah, I've been on an airplane.
Remember,
I just never choose.
know. I was so angry at my family after seeing that movie.
That they didn't
Because
teach you.
I was like, how dare you deprive me of this beautiful tradition in our culture that I never knew ever existed on both sides of my family. No one ever celebrated Dia de los Muertos.
Really?
No one.
Not
We
even
did
when you were
celebrate-
living in Tijuana for the first 16 years of your life?
Yeah.
One.
What a
crazy.
fakery is this?
It's Guadalajara, ladies.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Get it right. Guadalajara. And I love that you can't say it. That's why.
Lo siento, mi amor.
Guadalajara.
No, yeah, like no one. I did spend Halloween in Guadalajara. when
How
I
was that?
Ooh.
So in Guadalajara, they call it Fiestas de Octubre. So it's like the whole month of October, there's parties. And there's like a specific region in Guadalajara where everyone goes. And it's like a big old fair. There's always a ton of concerts going on. Like it's just a grand, big old party. It's so fucking fun. And lots of food, lots of celebration, lots of like carnival rides, all that stuff. It's so freaking fun. And I had only ever been able to do it once as a kid because it's literally in October. Like I'm at school during that time. And then another time when I did live in Mexico that 1 year when I was 15.
16 years.
1 year. And
born
so,
there.
yeah, it's a lot of
Before she immigrated.
Oh my gosh.
when
Something Ellis Island.
Well, so I mean, did you guys all celebrate Halloween? Gina, you seem to be like kind of blasé about Halloween.
Halloween for me was always a work event.
But I mean, as a kid.
Oh yeah, I mean, as a kid it was cool. Like I would go and get candies, but the thing is, I never liked candy. You know,
You don't like
What
candy?
kind of kid were you?
I don't like sweets. I still don't.
Excuse
So-
me?
Yeah, I know it's a weird thing.
Ew.
And I
Hell?
and then I remember in my neighborhood there was this house. I was like, dude, that house looks fucking cool, and it was decorated all cool. But then they made like a haunted house out of their house, and I was pissed because I walked up into their house to get candy, and this statue that was sitting in the garage, or I mean in the driveway, I was like, that's a cool statue, and he fucking got up and he chased me down the street.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's all right, okay, like it's fun a few feet, but you took it too far.
Oh, he like went all the way down the street.
He fucking chased me down the street.
Yeah, he wanted to terrorize you.
Yeah, and my mom was
Probably a
just cracking
teenager
up.
or something. Yeah.
And my mom was losing her shit just cracking up.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you know, like I was 6.
Did you dress up?
Yeah. So apparently for my first birthday, I mean for my first Halloween as a little infant, they dressed me as a ninja. And then one
my
year
God,
I
Isaac was a turtle.
How cute. How cute.
Close.
And then I was an angel one year, and then I was a belly dancer with my mom one year.
So nothing scary?
Nothing scary. No, I didn't. Oh, I was, for some reason, at like 4 years old, 4 or 5, I don't know. I demanded to be Genie from Aladdin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So Genie.
I was
the purple?
Jasmine.
Blue.
The blue. Oh, the blue
really?
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, I didn't want to be the princess, but I was the Genie. So
That's hilarious.
yeah, it was like this foam or fabric, whatever, cut out Genie's head, and my face was in his mouth, him smiling.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And then growing up afterwards, like Halloween was just parties that I had to go
Because
dance
you
at.
because you would work in it, kind of like entertainment.
Yeah, so I just worked it every week or every Halloween. It was like whatever, cool.
boring
Like
to you.
in my 20s, I had to be like the hot girl at Halloween because I was go-go dancing. But the best Halloween I ever had was when I went to Japan and had Halloween in Shibuya.
Oh,
That shit was dope because Japanese people
They love scary
Halloween.
shit.
Yeah, it was
They
awesome.
make the scariest movies.
They kill it.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the
Like the
horror
original
game.
The Ring.
Yeah.
yeah.
But like they love Halloween. I was like, this is an American or whatever tradition, but like they go nuts over
It's
there.
all over the world, actually.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
really
cool.
is. Yeah.
So like the streets are packed. People are dressed up. I was dressed up as a character from One Punch Man, an anime, and it was just so much fun. I went with like my best friends and my boyfriend at the time. It was like the best Halloween I've ever
Yeah,
had.
that sounds
actually-
amazing. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
First time I got to celebrate Halloween the way I wanted to since I was like a kid. It was rad.
That's cool. I remember always wanting to dress up like in a slutty costume.
What, as
I'm
a
like-
kid?
You never did?
No, like once I was like a teenager.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'm like,
Well, then because you were a mom, right?
yeah, like I mean, that wasn't mainly the reason. It's
Oh.
just that I've always been really conservative with my body. Like I don't
Oh,
really
that's
show it
true.
off
You
a lot.
have, yeah.
But I still have always wanted, or not anymore, but like for a long time, I wanted to have like a really sexy, slutty looking costume, and I just never did. I don't know. Like the craziest I got
Like
was like
me-
showing my belly.
Like me with my devil bodysuit with like no underwear.
That shit was hot.
Or
Yeah.
you mean like all skin? Like pasties
like
and a tiny
well,
little...
not pasties, but like mainly skin. Like I guess even something remotely close to. And then not that what Nikki's wearing is crazy. It's just that
Yeah.
I personally
It's crazy
would
you.
it is crazy
Yeah.
to me.
Don't get
So
naked.
I
That's what
was
he
just cheering her dream.
Yeah, and then like with the leggings and the super tall ass
Yeah.
heels, like high heels.
You wanted your inner hoe to come out for a night.
yeah, and I
but you never did.
I never did. I never really did. I guess
Never
the
too late.
closest.
It's never too late.
I don't want to anymore. I'm
Yeah.
just really. I'm
Like-
reflecting on what I.
You should
like
make
how
this
I
year the
see-
slut year. I'm feeling it.
She's hilarious.
so big in the front.
She's like a slutty.
Like,
She's like a slutty snow
pumpkin.
globe.
yeah.
It's a huge thing.
It's so good, funny. I don't have that want anymore.
Have you ever
yeah.
been like what have you always kind of been like something cutesy?
I'm
or-
always cutesy. I'm always like
Who's
mainly
with
covered.
you fucking losers.
Yeah.
Always something cutesy.
So for me, I liked the
Mainly
funny
cats.
aspect of Halloween. I would always want to dress as something funny.
Like a joke.
Yeah. So speaking of sexy, if you want to maybe instead of dress up sexy, maybe you can listen to something sexy.
Okay.
Because Dipsy is one of our sponsors today. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dipsy. Everyone
Hi.
needs an escape, but those can be hard to come by right now. Enter Dipsy. Let yourself get lost in a world where good things happen.
In a world.
And in a world where good things happen.
Where
and where
large-
your pleasure is
large
the only priority.
Things could come into play.
And if you have fantasies about a cat,
I'm
is it.
your Dipsy is an audio app full of short, sexy stories designed to turn you on. Each Dipsy audio story features characters that feel like real people in immersive scenarios, so you feel like you're right there with them, ready to bone. Listen to stories about hooking up with your hometown crush that you never made a move on, or that coworker you always had a little thing for, or maybe a story that puts you in bed with someone who's telling you exactly what they'd like to do to you, you naughty boy or girl. They release new content every week, so there's always more to explore no matter who or what you're into. We don't judge. And if you need to wind down, they also have a wellness session stuff, sensual bedtime stories, and soundscapes to help you relax before you drift off. For our listeners, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/mood. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/mood, dipsystories.com/mood.
Dipsit.
And off of what Nikki just said, I have no transition to this one, but let's talk about my nails. You guys see it?
Ooh, we finally have a nail sponsor, which is a huge thing for me as a Vietnamese person. Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
Represented.
Yeah, so we're talking about Olive and June here, and we're all huge fans of Olive and June. Olive and June has nail polish that lasts 7+ days. At mine, the very first time I did my nails with their Mani system, it actually lasted more than 2 weeks. And this is just regular nail polish. Like I'm always
Not
used
gels.
to, I'm used to gels lasting that long. But I'm not a huge fan of gels anymore because I don't like the removal process.
Yeah,
and that's
damaging.
why, it's really damaging. But that's why I'm so obsessed with Olive and June. And like I said, like their entire Mani system, you can achieve beautiful salon perfect nails at home without the salon price tag.
Yeah.
And you don't need a base coat with this nail polish. And they don't chip either. It's freaking amazing. With their Mani system, with Olive and June's Mani system, it comes with all the tools you need in one box. It includes a nail clipper, nail file, nail buffer, a cleanup brush, which
I love
has been
that.
a freaking game changer because I can't, like, for the longest time, now I'm a little bit better, but for the longest time I couldn't paint my nails without getting them all over my cuticles, like the polish everywhere, and it looks like a 5-year-old painted my nails. But with the cleanup brush, it allowed me to just pick up all the extra nail polish that I got on my cuticles, and they look perfect afterwards.
The box is so cute too. It comes in like this cute box, and the pedicure one has a footrest that's so comfy.
Yeah, the petty system that they have is amazing. And then it also comes with a polish remover pot where you just like stick your fingers in and then it just removes all the nail polish, so it's super easy. And it comes with the top coat and their award-winning cuticle serum pen. Like a cuticle serum pen that you just apply with a little brush
sponge
or
and
sponge.
a pen. Yeah.
And it has a serum in it.
Yeah. It's like a spongy serum pen.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you mention
Sure
the
does.
dentist
And it's
drops?
the pen.
Wait, yeah, that's coming up. But also in the kit though, in the Mani system that they have, they also include a patented brush handle called a poppy that makes it super easy to paint both of your hands. Like you just pop it on top of the nail polish and then you can just paint both of your hands. And then what Jess was talking about, Olive and June also has these amazing dry drops that dry your polish to the touch in 80 seconds
Really
or
fast.
Dude, that thing's so cool.
less. I know.
Yeah, I
And then
don't
you
have
can,
to wait
rub it in
around.
to your cuticle too and like get moisturized because like it has jojoba oil
Listen,
in it.
I
and
was
argan.
really skeptical because my family is in the nail business and I've never even heard of that oil thing. And I tried it. I was like, this thing is so cool. You don't have to wait around.
Yeah,
because
for your
the thing that I
polish to dry.
hated about regular polish is you have to wait until
Yes.
it dries.
Yeah, it could be
that
like
big.
Yes.
it could be like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
sometimes.
So long.
like legit.
Like you think it's dry and then you accidentally bump your
Yeah.
foot
Yeah.
or whatever, your hand.
How
and
do
you're
I
like,
get this Olive and June?
So, getting beautiful salon perfect nails at home is now a dream come true with Olive and June. Your new nail life is here. Visit oliveandjune.com/bigmood and use code BIGMOOD for 20% off your first Mani system. This is an exclusive offer you can only get here. That's oliveandjune.com/bigmood, code BIGMOOD for 20% off your first Mani system. oliveandjune.com/bigmood, code BIGMOOD.
So what I was saying was I was going to the Playboy Mansion when I was in my young 20s, but like I've always said, I've never felt like I'm in my young 20s. I've always felt like I was in my mid 30s and pressured to be in my 20s. So at the Playboy Mansion parties, it was like a big deal because like they were half events. So Hugh Hefner only did 4 of the parties per year. The rest were all like charity events. And I went to a lot of the other parties too, but like these were exclusive, like very cool invite only events.
Is the Playboy Mansion still around after he passed away?
I don't think so.
They sold it.
Maybe.
Did they?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was old and musty
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, they would do events there, but it started getting like, after Hugh Hefner decided not to do any more parties, they like got really overcrowded with charity events. And anyway, this was back in like 2007. The Playboy Mansion, Halloween was like one of the first ones, but I like, you're supposed to dress sexy because it's the Playboy Mansion. And like they even say it's like lingerie or less. Like most of the parties were lingerie or less.
Wait, what's less than lingerie? You show up naked?
You could show up however you want. You could be airbrushed.
G-string,
like,
pasties.
Oh, I see.
Like they had airbrush girls walking around, but the Halloween parties were the coolest out of all of the parties. Like that was like the one because like they had just the coolest things walking around and like haunted house. There's a tennis court, but they made it into a huge haunted house and there were actors in there and stuff. But yeah, I the first year I went as Pikachu, but it was before they had actual Pikachu outfits, so I had to like make my own out of like yellow lingerie. And then the second year I was a sexy broccoli.
You're very sexy broccoli.
Exactly.
You are.
Were you just
I
green?
had a green afro, and then I had a sequin green tube top and a sequin green like booty shorts.
This
and
is
then
the most Nikki thing ever, and I love it.
Sexy
I
broccoli.
made a thing that said like 5 a day because at the time at the grocery stores they would have that
I remember
band
that.
around the broccoli that
Yeah.
said eat 5 a day. So I made that thing to like wear on my neck, but everyone thought I was like a roller skate person, like a disco. Because
Yeah, because the afro, you should have had like a stock.
I know.
Yeah.
So I
You're
was
a
like, no, I'm a
weirdo.
sexy broccoli.
You're so cute.
And then the last year I was a honey badger because that was
What is wrong with you? What the fuck?
Was that with the viral video?
hey, Genie, calm down. You fucking
As a kid,
Robin Williams Genie.
like, I was hiring models back then, and now just fucking showing up. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, we talked about this last year.
Damn it.
Every year we go through this, Nikki.
Just
Come on.
be a bunny.
Yeah, it's just like a cat, something, man. Now you get it right. Now that you're married.
I have a picture. Me and my cat were both dressed as honey badgers that year. So first of all, and second of all,
she was
You
dressed up as your
and
cat.
your cat.
yeah, both of us dressed as honey badgers.
What is a honey badger?
It's
Honey
like
badger
they're
don't give a
violent,
fuck.
that's all I know.
So there was a viral video.
Honey
going-
badgers don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in a song
then-
too, wasn't it?
They
The
probably
honey
made
badgers,
it.
they would fight snakes, but then they would get bit a bunch and they would just go to sleep for a little bit. You know, they're poisonous snakes. There's a picture of me asleep at the Playboy Mansion as a honey badger,
my
and my
God.
caption was, "Honey badgers, they're not dead. They're just taking a nap." And I really was asleep. Like the security was like, "You're gonna have to go if you don't wake
wow.
up." Because I couldn't stay awake past midnight back
my God.
then. I was not ever meant to be a young 20
To this
something.
day, girl.
You've
You're
always
the
been
nerdiest
day.
little thing ever, and I love it.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
the cutest thing.
I have a picture of me and Hugh Hefner as me as a honey badger. And
Can you please send that picture in so we can put it in the video?
Oh yeah.
Please, Casey?
He's
That's
a
cute.
he's a criminal, like a jailbird, but his jail number is 6969.
Nice.
Wow, of course it is.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, those parties were really fun. The haunted house was actually really scary. They had like actors like pretending to get chainsawed in half and
Damn.
shit. It was like kind of
Jeez.
traumatizing. There was a grotto. Oh, also like I don't think this was Halloween, but I walked on an orgy one time. And
Yeah, that's
I
to be
left. Yeah.
expected.
Wow.
I mostly like went because the food was really good. Like they had like a private cheese chef, and he would like show you all these different kinds of like rare cheeses.
Okay. That's sexy.
That's where I was. Like,
yeah, you're at the
everyone
cheese
else
table.
was like having an orgy. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, tell me about these cheeses.
You know, I kind of understand why Steve talks so much shit now.
Yeah.
This bitch is fucking weird, and I love it.
She is, yeah.
Fair. What about you, Jess? What did you do Halloween?
I was always something scary. Even there's like pictures of me when I was like 5-6 years old, like gray, green face as a witch. Like I'm just like always something.
Oh, you were like the Lindsay Lohan
hardcore.
character.
Yeah.
in,
yeah.
in
The
Mean
ex-wife.
Girls. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
She would be a vampire, like in Mean Girls. Like,
You never watched Mean Girls?
I don't
Everyone was
remember
like a sexy
that
bunny, and she was like a vampire, like a scary
I
vampire.
know.
She was a
Something
zombie.
scary.
She was a zombie bride.
No, she was an ex-wife.
Ex-wife. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An
But she was
ex-wife.
like,
I thought she was a vampire.
she was like
No.
a dead bride looking thing with fucked up teeth.
the fangs. That's what I
She
remember.
goes, I'm an ex-wife.
Yeah.
Because of
Oh.
things.
Yeah, I don't know about that movie, but yeah, I've always been something scary. Definitely. I mean, I don't know.
Did you go trick-or-treating as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, we had the normal, like, there was a time when I lived in Ohio as a kid, and I remember trick-or-treating up there with all the neighborhood kids around the cul-de-sac and stuff, and yeah, it was always fun. I don't know, I had a normal childhood with...
I picture you just looking like this. but
Yeah,
as a kid.
I was always, like, something dark, like a devil.
What costumes have you had since when you were a kid?
Yeah, just all, like, a witch, a devil, just Dracula, just anything that's just scary. It's always been something scary. I can't remember not being something scary.
I wonder, like, it sucks because I feel like Halloween now, no one goes trick-or-treating.
Yeah, people don't care about it anymore.
I know.
It was so sad last year because it was our very first Halloween as homeowners and it was fucking 2020. But it was cute because our our little tiny community, our neighborhood kids, before Halloween, they were like, "Oh, you guys are decorating. Are you guys gonna pass out candy? Okay, cool. We're making a list of all the houses we're gonna hit up." And we're like, "Okay, cool." So then they would just come by like 4 or 5 times. Just
that's
get
cute.
candy. But yeah, we actually had I had like tongs out just to be like safer, like social distance, and then like my mask and all that. But it was really sad.
Yeah.
And then I remember the very first Halloween when I ever lived on my own. I had my own tiny little apartment and I was so fucking excited to be the first time in my whole life to pass out candy because every other year before that, like I would never be home or I'd go out and trick or treat myself with my cousins and it was really fun. But yeah, this one year I was like, okay, cool. I got my candy. I decorated my door and everything. Not one person showed up.
Aww.
And it was because my apartment was like so far back in the building. And I guess that
They were
neighborhood,
too creeped out or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like the
Some
neighborhood.
neighborhoods, the parents are just like, nah, we're not going
apartments,
here.
like we wouldn't really trick or treat in.
Yeah, definitely not.
I thought it would be like the genius spot to go because you have so many homes in one building.
Yeah.
A lot of people that live in apartments aren't like. They're probably like younger people that are going to be out.
Yeah.
Not people that are going to
I
stay
grew
home.
up in a condo complex, and I remember thinking that same thing because after the neighborhoods, when we were coming back home, I was like, oh shit, there's so many condos in our condo complex. And the first place we went was this like young guy, and he's like, oh, trick-or-treaters, I forgot. And he like grabbed I'm not kidding, he grabbed an apple. And he was like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I don't have candy, but this is probably better for you. And my mom's like, don't eat that.
Yeah.
There's razor blades in it.
She was that mom.
There's always some sort of
she would like
crazy-
check for like holes in the candy to make sure there wasn't any drugs in them.
I remember back in the 90s, the streets used to be filled with
It
kids.
was so fun.
Yeah, it was so
there are
much
some
fun.
neighborhoods that still do that to this day, and like it's been a mission to try to find them for Isaac's childhood, like to give him
The
that.
rich neighborhoods, right?
You would think,
But no.
No?
not always. Like
Oh.
there was this one year when we went to Palos Verdes.
That's a rich neighborhood.
Yeah.
Super rich,
Yeah.
fucking dead.
Oh.
No, it's the Palos Verdes. Just the way
a lot
it
of
is.
hills.
It's like
True.
it's not
Maybe
really
because
walkable.
people aren't having kids. They're all old people now, and all their kids
all
are like
retired.
40.
Mainly, what we saw was just a whole bunch of mansion parties, but they weren't giving out candy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So I'm like, oh, this is
You know what's so sad too is my dad. So we bought my parents bought our house when I was 13, and it was like the first time they ever owned a house, and it was the same thing. And my dad went to Costco and bought so much candy, and he still does this every year. He buys so much candy and there's never any trick-or-treaters. And he gets so excited. He dresses up and he's like waiting by the door, like with the big bowl of candy. You guys met him today.
Yeah, we met him today.
Yeah, so he he has his like costume on and
He waits
does, like,
every
and
time.
every time. And my mom's always like, they're not coming, dear. And he's like,
Where
they're
does he
gonna
live?
come.
I want to come.
Santa Barbara.
I want to change costumes in the car every like I'm gonna come and see.
You're just gonna have like 7 costumes
Cute.
waiting so you can go
Short.
7 times.
That breaks my heart.
Why don't
know,
they,
it's
why don't they
pretty
just
sad.
like go to some sort of Halloween party or something with their
No,
where
because he
kids
likes
will
that.
be?
He loves decorating, and he likes like that. Like he's very proud of that. It's our house that they're
Does he
coming
buy like
to.
some animatronic shit to like?
No, not animatronic. He just wants to be like the boo guy,
Yeah.
you know. And so, one year we had 2 trick or treaters, and he was ecstatic attic.
Yeah.
So I'll
coming.
never forget.
I'm going. I'm gonna come.
He always waits. He'll wait until like midnight. Like, and my mom will be like, "It's 11. They're not coming." And he's like, "I don't know. Maybe they might come." And like, there's a huge bowl of candy every
What do they do with their candy?
Well,
Eat it
they
while
eat
crying?
it while throughout the rest of the year.
Tap his deers.
And then last year, because my brother had his kid, my godson, and he was 2, and so like my dad was like, "Well, I know there's at least one trick or treater coming."
Oh my god, he's so cute.
And
Does he
he's
dress
cute
up as
now.
Santa Claus for Christmas? I see him do that.
No, but my dad has a big family, and he has 2 brothers, 3 sisters, but one of the younger brother is always the Easter bunny on Easter every single time, and it was always weird because Uncle Benny was always missing when the Easter bunny was there.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
His name's Benny.
yeah,
And
so
he's the bunny.
all 3 of the brothers are
I'm fucking losing it right now. I'm gonna lose my shit right now.
all my grandpa and all 3 boys were named Ben. All of them.
Wow.
They're all
I
Benjamin.
heard that on JK News. Steve told that story.
Yeah. I never thought that was weird ever growing up until people pointed out that was weird. And I was
Imagine you're like,
huh.
I thought all guys were called.
Yeah, because
Ben.
George Foreman were like, he named all his kids George.
Oh, right.
And I was just like, I thought that was just a thing. Like there was like juniors back then. Like they had a lot of juniors. So
The juniors are supposed to be the next generation, though, not like the whole, like all of the brothers and
All
same
of them.
brothers, the
All
same
all the
age.
girls were named Mary, and all the boys were named Ben.
Yeah, real
Wow.
weird.
And so
Wait,
they
how
go
do
by
they know who's who?
nicknames.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they go by nicknames. So the younger brother goes by Frank because he looks like the kid around the corner when they were growing up named Frank.
What?
They were raised in Carson. Okay. And then the oldest brother's name is Butch because he had a huge head and he just looked like a butch. Like he was just like a bully and like, yeah, he's Butch. And then my dad's nickname is Uncle Jiggy somehow.
What?
I don't know why.
Did your dad
Jiggy
get
with it.
jiggy with it?
When that song came out,
Oh,
he was
he
so
loved
stoked.
it.
He played it every
Okay, so we're gonna drive to Santa Barbara with some Will
Yeah.
Smith playing.
I want to hang out with this family so bad right now. You have no idea. And now that we met her dad today. Now that I have a face to put to the stories, I'm going trick or treating.
Even though Gina was like, "Is that the white side or the Filipino?"
I said that. I said, you think that's the white man?
No, Filipino.
I said
He's dark as fuck.
it's because I thought the other half was Mexican.
Yeah.
How did you forget that?
She was like,
This
"Is that the
bitch looks
Filipino
Mexican."
side or the other side?" Yeah, she didn't say white side.
Yeah. I was like, is that the Filipino side? They're like, yeah, Gina, what the fuck else did you think? I was like, I thought she was half Mexican still.
No,
I forgot.
I was like, I thought she just didn't see color.
Your dad's super like young vibe though. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem that old.
He was 24 when he had me.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
yeah. He's only 24 years older than me, which was really weird.
Yeah.
Because that's like less than half of my life now. I mean,
Wait,
less
so
than
what's like a normal age?
life.
And my dad's 33 years old.
Well, like, you know, when you
What's a normal age
when people
difference?
have kids, I guess like 28 is like the norm for having kids.
28
now.
to 35.
Yeah.
Because to me, at 24, I'm like,
My mom was
Who's old?
22.
he could drink. I couldn't drink.
He's not Mexican. Well, he's Filipino, so that's kind of the same thing. But
No, I'm saying like he was
Yeah.
older for my
Well, because you were
perspective.
just young.
That's why I'm like, I couldn't even drink. At least he could drink.
Yeah.
yeah.
He could almost rent a car.
Well, he would have waited longer, but I was like destined to come out. I was like, I'm out. I'm coming. Mm-hmm. Well, he was coming, and then I was.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anyway,
I met him. Come on,
I've
man.
had enough
Thank you
of this
so much
gross.
for joining our drunk
Oh, are
history
we-
of Halloween.
We're done.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
We're done. Leave a comment. Let us know what your Halloween traditions are, because I will tell you what came from the Celtics
yeah,
and
I
what
want to come
didn't.
up with my own Halloween traditions because like I didn't like the only thing we really did for Isaac was just have him dress up if he wanted to. We didn't force him and go trick or treating if he wanted to.
I love traditions.
Yeah, I know. And I realized like we have zero traditions in our household. So I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a new kid coming that we got to have some for
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's up to us to
Traditions
create
are the shit.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
They've all been falling apart. Like all
don't
of the
know
ones that I grew
why.
up with, I feel like don't exist
That's
anymore.
so weird.
Yeah,
it's
it's kinda
sad.
sad.
I don't know. I like need it.
Well, I also think it's because like oh, well, this culture, this tradition came from this and the genocide of these people, so we don't celebrate
right.
that
we
anymore.
like stop
You know what I
doing
mean?
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But then you can't even make a substitution because like, but you're really celebrating that still.
I don't think there's anything really negative with
All
Halloween.
I want to do is make arts and crafts
Yeah.
every holiday.
I feel like Halloween's pretty safe. Based on all the videos we watched, I didn't hear any like major.
there were some like Christians that
Christian
were angry.
is just bad anyway, but
They just think everything's the devil's holiday, which I don't know. I'm not claiming to know the truth. I'm just saying that the Celtic history is interesting, and the only reason that they think that really quick before we end it, because this British historian came to study the Celtics to like figure out this holiday, and he got it wrong because he thought that they were worshiping the devil. He thought they were worshiping Baphomet because they were sacrificing a deer, and like Baphomet has horns and he's like the devil god. Okay, so they thought that the Celtics were worshiping him, but really they were like, no, like with no demons, no, we don't like them, like
a direct opposite mistranslation. But the Christians won't let it go.
And so they didn't think Samhain was a season or a holiday. They thought it was a god they were worshiping. So they're like, oh, Samhain means Satan and Baphomet.
Oh, wow.
And and so
all jacked up. You should
it got
watch some
really
history.
convoluted.
Watch some
Jacked
history.
up.
It got jacked
Jack
up.
of the Lantern.
You know what the best thing that ever came out of Halloween was what is that movie with Bette Midler?
Hocus Pocus,
Hocus Pocus.
bitch.
That's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
We should rewatch that. I haven't seen that.
By the way, our black candles are Durst now.
Durst.
Yeah.
They look weird.
They look really fucked. They look like they're flipping us off. It's like I understand. I get it.
Candles are like,
Okay, we're done.
Fuck this.
But go visit our sponsors. Let them know that you came from us. It really helps support the show. Also, leave us a rating on iTunes, subscribe, share with your friends, and follow us on Instagram so we can say hi. We can be friends.
This is the second time I'm pregnant during Halloween.
Oh, that's so cute.
I was a cat with Isaac.
Oh,
Now I'm a mouse.
Now you're a mouse. Cat and mouse game. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.